This is the advisor orientation video for the testing events for Alabama hosts State Leadership Conference. The following events are test events. You have a list on the left of test only and on the right of those that are first round test events and have a separate second round event. Notice new for this year, we're adding pharmacy science and we took out pharmacology. Please see the schedule for your event time and location. There may be more than one event testing in the same room. No judges in test-only events or test-only rounds. Preparations for State Leadership Conference. Print and review your assigned events guidelines. Event manager, you are the one coordinating the event. You pick up the binder at the event orientation and you plan to ask any event-specific questions at this time. The event personnel will assist with the event. They will go directly to the event room and make sure the room is in the correct setup and count the number of chairs to assure there is enough for the event. To the right there you have just a room diagram for testing. Preparations for State Leadership Conference. Make sure you've watched the event binder orientation video on the Health Science YouTube page. Dana has sent out that link per email, and this will make sure you know where everything is located in your binder and how to use it. Confidentiality. The event manager and personnel should complete the online confidentiality form if this has not already been done. This assures equity in future events. Advisors are not allowed to access or view tests at any time. Advisors and students are not allowed to enter or observe an event other than their assigned event at any time for any reason. Students are not allowed access to event areas other than specified times. Pictures may not be taken of test questions. Tests cannot be removed from the secure locations. And the test must be counted before going to the room, before returning to headquarters and in headquarters. If a student has a question during the test, you can view the area that is in question, but we can't provide any input regarding a question or answer. The most likely response should be read the question carefully and choose the best answer. If the event manager cannot attend orientation, notify Dana Stringer as soon as possible. Another member of the event team will be asked to attend. It is imperative that someone be present to obtain the event materials and additional instructions. Be familiar with the event guidelines and follow them precisely. Following the orientation, your event team will discuss the plan for the event. How are we going to get the students into the room, make sure the students are in the correct event room, call the roll, check ID, disperse the Scantron sheets. The competitor should check their Scantron sheets for accuracy, checking the guidelines and dress code, handing the test face down, reading test instructions that are located in the binder, timing the test, collecting test and Scantron. These are all activities that the event manager and personnel do. Suggestions. Each event room will have a table outside the door. Have Scantrons in alphabetical order at this table, along with the event roster. This allows you to check them in alphabetically for convenience. Provide their Scantron sheet while a second event person checks the guidelines and dress code and IDs. Guidelines can only be shared in team events. If there's a dress code violation, keep it confidential. Have a second event person discreetly look at the student's dress and make a mutual decision. If the violation is ambiguous, err on the side of the student. If it is determined that there is a violation, document it and the points will be adjusted in headquarters. A reminder from the binder orientation video, we have a new master summary form this year, and these violations will be documented on that master summary form. After the students have been checked in and are entering the room, instruct the team members not to sit together. Instruct them to turn off their cell phone and smart device and turn it face down on the table in front of them. Document any cell phone or smart device violations You may make a note on the roster, but eventually it's got to get on that master summary form. No sound, no touch, and we do have a cell phone policy document within the binder. Hand out the test face down. Instruct the student not to view the test until instructed to do so. Read the directions page to the competitors. Answer any questions. Begin the timer and begin the test. Collect all test and Scantron sheets prior to the students leaving the test area, and the students may leave when they complete their test. Additional information: review your specific event guidelines to determine if the test portion of 2 round events will be combined to determine the final placement. Make sure to remind students if the test is combined for the final placement in their specific event. Students will need to put their Scantron sheets on top of their test or a supplied surface to bubble it in. Otherwise, there is a possibility of puncturing the Scantron and having inaccurate results. On tests that require a writing portion, have the student write on the test itself. Make sure they have written their name on the test packet. The top 6 competitors will be posted to the Alabama HOSA website. HOSA Bowl is the top 8. If event manager, personnel, or judges have cell phones, they should be off or in airplane mode if you're using them as timers, and explain to the competitors that the device is being used as a timer so they won't think you're just on your phone. Possible problems: if the student arrives late, orient them outside the room in order to reduce distractions for other competitors. Allow them to test in the time that remains. No extra time will be given. If you have a student present that's not on your roster, confirm that the student is at the correct location. Provide them with a blank Scantron and have them complete the top portion. Blanks are in headquarters, and headquarters will double check the registration after the event. We do have a spot on that master summary form, remember, for no-shows and additions. Keep the goal in mind. Our goal is to set an example of high standards and integrity for our students while providing as fair and equitable a competition as possible. These are leadership qualities we hope to instill in all of our members. Be the example, conduct the event as you would like others to conduct events for your students. When the event is complete, make sure all tests and Scantrons are present. Complete the check-in sheet in the front pocket of your binder. We have a picture of it here on the side, and this was also discussed in the binder video. Refer to the event binder for instructions on which items should be placed in the front binder pocket. We are also putting a sticky note on top of the Scantrons with the number of competitors' Scantrons to be graded, with no paperclip attachment on that. So do read that completion sheet closely, and again, that master summary form is new, and our ID checking is new, so just heads up on those things. The event manager should return the binder and all other supplies to headquarters and sign in your packet. We do have evaluations as part of all these events, so please take the time where it asks for your feedback so we can continue to make these events better. Thank you so much for your help with helping conduct our HOSA State Leadership Conference. We could not do it without you.